Hello and welcome to another update video about Natgas. So we see a move to the upside at the moment. Yeah, it reversed in our trend reversal area down here. So I showed you yesterday how the scaling in can work. So anybody who scaled in would now be in profit, and you could move up your stop loss to break-even points just to reduce the risk. So we talked about that from this area, somewhere in this area between 222 and 252. We do expect upside, yeah, and the best way to handle this, typically in my opinion, unless you really watch the chart all day and do intraday trading and whatever, or high frequency trading, and you watch it for reversal patterns. But if you don't want to do that all day, you can just set several buy orders in this range, and chances are it might have only triggered one, but that's fine. It is what it is. You can always buy the next pullback. But I'm not telling you what to do. I can only really share with you only my view where the price would typically turn around, and so far it's worked out. So you can already take the risk out from here. However, I need to make a change to the chart, not to the wave count, but I figured out just today actually when I looked at this that we need to, of course, adjust the B wave resistance up here. So we talked yesterday about basically two scenarios. We considered that this is an overshooting B wave, most likely, because the rally to the upside was just in 3 waves. So that actually, just a quick reminder, we are currently looking at Natgas in a way that we expect it to be in a 5-wave move down, which started here basically in November, okay? Just looking at this wave now to keep it simple. Wave 1 down, that was in December. Wave 2 to the upside, that was also in December. Wave 3 to the upside, probably bottomed here in Feb. And we're now moving up in a wave 4. And would then still expect another wave 5 down. That would be my primary expectation, going down lower, maybe into the 150, 180 region or so. Now, alternatively, the low is already in, but to keep it simple, we don't want to focus too much on that. We cannot know that at this stage. So we did expect down here a move up either way, which seems to be working out. Okay, so we then, within this wave 4, we have to be able to count a so-called ABC structure. We currently think that the A wave has finished. We possibly already bottomed here in the B wave, so coming down in B, and we would now rally in a C wave. Now this can also be something more bullish. It could be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, in the more bullish scenario. But again, at the moment, we cannot know that. So best to focus on what we can see in the charts and to trade it. Obviously, this was, again, a profitable trade. Scaling in. Don't be so inclined to get all of your positions always filled. It does rarely work unless you operate differently than I do. Okay. So if we have a wave A to the upside complete and we now bottomed in B, then we have to draw the fibs differently. I did still have the fibs here for this is the resistance for the blue count. So obviously the idea is either we bottomed here in B, and we made our A, B, C structure, or we see a bit of a more complex corrective structure, and we could come down once more lower. But I would have to adjust the charts. I would have to adjust that B wave resistance. So let me just do that, because I need to go to the top of the A wave and to the latest low. And this gives me a level. So this means we have now reached resistance in this particular scenario where the B wave could top. So anybody who entered here, we've now entered, someone who went long here at maybe 252, 53 or whatever, we've now entered resistance at 264. So there is a risk that this B wave will get rejected here in this red area. So at the moment, we have to consider that either we are going to see a lower C wave in B, or that we've bottomed already. If we've bottomed already, we could just rally through here, and that would be a move well above. Let's just calculate that. What would be the target? Roughly here. Target for the C wave, first target would be around 320, extended target 369. So at the moment we obviously have a local low. So now we need to be watching, can we push through here? Now anybody who did enter in the support or trend reversal area doesn't really care, I guess, because you can now just lean back and manage your risk. For example, move up your stop loss a bit so you're at break even. Yeah, and that's sort of that's sort of my view. I mean, we now need, this is the next hurdle it needs to overcome. So if it comes down again, then if you entered here, you don't care, because then you probably get stopped out at break even and can buy back lower. Yeah. We need that clarity now. We need to see, do we break through here now? And if we do, then we are most likely in a C wave. And that is then the next step that we can look at possibly tomorrow when we have clarity. Are we going to go through here or not? Because then we can look for the next trade setup. Because what we now need is we need a 5-wave move to the upside. If this is a C wave, which we don't know yet, but it will become clearer if we break above 274, this will become clearer. Then obviously we've got next resistance at 297. But either way, in this wave C, we should get 5 waves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So at the moment, I cannot see this move up is complete. I can't see it yet. There is no indication the move up is complete. So you need to be watching for that. I guess maybe tomorrow we might have a wave 1 possibly complete, or if we see, this can change quickly, this stuff, but we probably should move up a little bit higher for that initial wave 1. And then in the wave 2, the setback could be the next trade setup. Just an idea, right? And we could trade the 3rd, the 4th, and the 5th of the C wave, okay? So this is sort of where we're at the moment. Highlighted to you in the last video, there is either way, either in the B wave or in the wave C, already the chance to reverse, which happened. Now we've reached the next sort of roadblock. And this is where the market will make the next decision. So we don't know that. We need to let the market decide. And then based on that, we can make the next decision. Same way as we said, okay, we are now in a support area. This is probably the place to go long. Scaling in, we cannot define the absolute low where it will be, but it's most likely going to be in the region. So you try to scale in with possibly a stop loss below 222, because below that level, the setup isn't going to work out most likely. So this worked out. And now it's a bit like playing chess. Now you let the counterparty make the next step. So basically the market has to decide. And when the market has made its next step, for example, we break through here, then we wait for the pullback to maybe go long again or add to our trade. Yeah, because anybody who's in profit could then just add to that trade and move up the stop loss further when we get the next pullback after a breakthrough, because then we basically have a really good understanding that we are in the C wave already. If we get rejected here either at 264, 268 or 274, then it's most likely the C wave to the downside and there is a chance to buy back lower. If we go above 274, is that a guarantee that we will go up? No. It's all probabilities, guys. And I think the move up worked quite well. The move down here worked quite well, okay? And this move up worked out quite well as well. But it's all about probabilities, no certainties. And even if we have confirmation above the 274 level, that just shifts probabilities towards a C wave breakout. If you ask me for my personal preference, I think we are going to see a more complex correction. And that's just because looking at the time, right? How long this move up took and just how short this move down was. But, it's not entirely reliable. So Elliott waves don't necessarily tell us too much about timing. However, in a move up, you have 5 waves. In a move down, you typically have 3. So you normally want like at least 2/3 or, well, you say normally 62%. Yeah, 62% of the wave. The wave 2 should normally take 62% of the wave 1. Now, if we look at timing, it's not entirely reliable. Yeah, it's sort of more, I use it more as a guide. So it should take that wave 2 or B wave, sorry, that B wave should normally, ideally, take at least here until the 8th of March. Well, it's tomorrow already, so yeah, okay. But we would have bottomed yesterday, so it's a low time frame. And I sometimes even longer. I mean, but that would just be my preference. But I'm fairly neutral here now. I mean, the setup worked out, so it's now time just to lean back and risk manage and just be watching, really watching. You need to know what you need to be watching out for. And I'm fairly neutral about, do we break through here or not? I think we will get rejected maybe somewhere here. Yeah, but if we break through, then we've got our next setup as well. So either way, should be winning here. Okay, that's my update about Natgas. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.